Hey everybody, and welcome to my In5 series on the SP404 Mark II, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Black Rabbit writes in asking, am I crazy, or does the 404 always make the level at 100 by default? Maybe this is a way to try to natively make sure there is headroom of no clipping. I'm not totally sure what you mean by that comment, but if we go in and check under ext source, you can see this is just a clean boot. We got 127. And if I drop this down to 0, exit out, turn it off, bring it back in, you'll see that the line in volume to record in is going to be at 127 again. So it's back to 127. So it's not remembering from the line in what that value is. And if we go over to a bank just to record in a sample externally, it's a little low, but that's just because the volume on the MPC is a little low. If we hit record, and it sounds the same volume that came into me. And if we go to pitch speed, we can see volume is set to 127. So I'm assuming that that is the same volume for what we recorded. Let's just check though. If we go to external source, let's say we set it to 50, because I also haven't checked this before. What does this do when we record in? It did sound quieter. Now I'm curious. So it's actually recording it in lower than this value of 127, which is fine. And the only other couple things I can think to check is if you hold shift and hit the bank, we can see the bank E volume is 127. We can drop that down, and this does get, from what I remember, saved from session to session. So if we drop this really low, those piano sounds are almost like hard to hear. They're very hard to hear now because we're just making everything that's playing in this bank lower. If I exit out, turn it off and back on, I do believe that bank volume is going to be the same. Give me a second and we'll find out. All right, bank E, shift in the bank. So the bank, it is remembering the bank volume, which is just good to practice to remember. I know I have like an older video talking about where all the places are for volume settings. So, I mean, you got to remember, you got to go to the bank, which you can hold shift in the bank to get into. You've got pitch and speed. That's another one. You've got your external source for the value for what you're recording in at. You've got the volume knob on your device that you're recording from externally. And there's even, I mean, you can see like this is pretty loud. I mean, I get the volume up to max. That sample's pretty loud and we haven't even normalized it. If we normalize it, this is going to make it even louder. So I guess Black Rabbit, I'm not totally sure what's getting stuck at 100 for a value all the time. But yeah, drop in another comment if there's a different area that you're playing around with or something that I'm missing. And I'll see if I can take a look or figure it out. But from what I'm seeing, the behavior certainly seems to be the pitch and speed value for volume is going to be 127. The boot up volume for the external source input volume is going to be 127. The bank volume is going to be recalled in between power cycles. So maybe that's one of the ones you're looking at. Anyway, everybody, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.